How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We have what will most likely be my last opening of PRB02. Next week, I'm going to South America for a vacation, and by the time I get back, we'll be fully in OP13 meta, and I have a decent amount of that coming, so I'll be starting to crack open a lot of those blisters and booster boxes. So this past weekend, I went to a card show. And let me know if you guys don't really care about these mail days or card show pickups, and I'll just scrap them. So at the card show, this guy had a bunch of bins that were 50 cards for $5, so roughly 10 cents a piece. I couldn't believe it. He had just the rares, no SRs, but he had the PRB02 rares in with the kind of bulk 50 for $5. Zorro, that was a big pickup. The two Bonnies, two Kobe's. I actually just spent like $8 at my local card shop because I needed one for my red-green smoker deck, and then I came across these. And this was a separate deal. I got a play set of these OP02 SR Namis, 4 of them for about $15. I'm not playing them or anything, but I'm trying to master set some of the newer sets that I never got a chance to rip into. I'm trying to master set those, so I'm slowly accumulating those cards. And plus, Nami is always one to collect. You never know these days which card you're never going to be able to get anymore because everyone just bought up all the stock and jacked up the price times 10. So I wanted to pick that up as well. There hasn't been a ton of restocking of these PRB02s in my local Walmart or Target. We're about I think this is the 3rd week into, maybe 2.5 weeks into the PRB02 meta, and only a couple weeks away from OP13, which is going to be huge, not only for collectors, but for the TCG as a whole. It shifts the meta so dramatically, in a good way and a bad way. A lot of people are not a huge fan of the power creep because now it's going to be mostly Ace, Zorro, Emu. Some people run in Roger, especially after we get the promo Roger. But hopefully the following sets, EB03 and OP14, can help balance the scales and not create too much of a lopsided meta. All right, in this set, what we're looking for, obviously we're always looking for the top chases, but I still need a couple of the rares. I need one more Marco SR. I've gotten extremely lucky overall in this set. So I don't really expect anything at this point. I'm sure my luck has run out. Even the alt arts that I've pulled, I've got super lucky with the alt arts. I've gotten one crocodile that's kind of a miss. But other than that crocodile, I've gotten 2 of the PRB02 Sabos, 2 of the Namis. What else did I get? 2 of the Namis, and I got a Bonnie in my last opening, the alt art, and Bonnie, and I can't think of the other one. One of the other PRB exclusives. Nice, Law. I think I'm 1 shy of play set for that Law. Not terribly popular right now, but it's a good card, so I could see all it takes is 1 leader or another card to synergize with it for it to spike up, so it's always good to have a play set. I do need a couple more of the Angry Luffy's. I have pulled so many of that specific card. It's kind of wild. I must have, at least comparably to the other ones, like I think I have like pulled like 2 Marcos. I didn't even pull any of the Luffys. Pulled maybe 2 Bonnies, but I pulled probably 6 of those. Oh, nice. Nami. But I pulled probably 6 of those Laws. All right. Nothing too big so far. And I didn't weigh any of these. Like I've said in previous videos, I think it's pretty apparent that this set can be weighed. Plus it kind of ruins the excitement for opening it. No foil Dons yet either. Almost halfway through. The only other foil Don that I'd really, well, again, I mean, when you're talking about the top chases, you're not going to turn any of them down, but the Shanks one is amazing. I love that Shanks foil Don, or the Shanks Gold Don. All right, let's at least see one Marco. I would love to be able to complete my play set. Another Nami. No hits so far. Well, the SEC Law, I guess, is considered a hit. No alt arts. Nice. Ace. Lime Juice, alt art. A Shanks staple. It's not a duplicate. I don't have that one yet, so I'm certainly not gonna complain about an alt art that I haven't pulled. Let me sleeve that up real quick. At least from a standpoint of the PRB02 exclusives, I'm getting about 1 every other pack, so I'm happy about that. Oh, there's another one. Whoops. Mostly the rares, though. I would very much like to get a few more of the SRs. Like I said, I never even pulled one of the Luffy SRs, and that's like my favorite art in the entire set. No foil Don. All right, we're looking about 6 packs to go. And this was, I think it was 17 packs. It was the last of my packs. Another Nami, wow. No foil. It was the last of my packs, and like I said, since I'm gonna be leaving soon, I don't know that I'm gonna be picking up much more, which unfortunately means if I don't get a Marco in these last 5 packs, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and pay the $15 or so to pick it up. Or trade. I could definitely trade with a lot of the duplicates. I could trade about 3 of the Laws that I have and still have more than a play set. Cavendish, that's another really good one that I need. I never opened any EB01, and I've only pulled 1 other Cavendish from this set so far, so I'm still a couple shy. I don't really run it in my decks, but that's a really good card. It's a good one to have in the holster just in case you switch. Pudding, SR, nice. Oh my gosh, this is, so my top chase alt art wise from this set, I actually picked it up. It was the Newgate because I loved like the characters in the background. The art was so good. I really like this Kobe alt art. It's so cool. The foiling on it is very nice. And it's super playable. I mean, I have a playset of Kobe, so I'm not going to be playing it in my decks. But it's a super playable card. And like I said, I've gotten extremely lucky with my alt arts. I think, let me think, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I've pulled, I think, 10 alt arts from this set, and 8 of them have been PRB02 exclusives. All right, I'm happy now. These last 2 packs can be duds, and I'll be satisfied. No foil Dons. It's kind of surprising in 17 packs didn't get 1 foil Don. All right, last pack. Can we get lucky on the last pack? Gecko Moria. Oh, and a Sabo, nice. I have 2 of the regular SRs and 2 of the alt arts, so I'm glad I'm getting another regular one because I really don't like playing alt arts in my deck. And a regular non-foil Shanks. All right, let's do a quick recap real quick of the rares, SRs, and then SEC. So this was 17 packs. We got Gecko Moria. We got, I think, 3 Namis, 2 Aces, Sabo, which should be pretty good in the new Sabo deck or Sabo leader coming in 13. And then we have Pudding, Law, Cavendish. We got the Law SEC and 2 hits. We got Lime Juice Alt Art, and in my opinion, the hit of the box, one of my favorites of the set, the Kobe Alt Art. All right, I appreciate everyone for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one.